Coffee finally. I made it a while ago. Not hot. Not bad though. Get a closer look at these guys in the pond. Doesn't look like there's very many of them when they're all crammed together down here. They look pretty happy though. This is a very rookie mistake. I remember looking at the gate last night and I was like, oh, I'll go idle the tractor down, then I'll shut that gate. And I never came back. I'm lucky only a handful of them come up here. It could have been a very, very expensive mistake. That and I don't have alfalfa in this stack yard anymore. I just pretty much got wheat, straw, some oats. It's not nearly as popular. Where on him? Go get him. Come on, go get him. Get him, D. Go get him. Go get him, Trip. Trip got lazy on me. There he goes. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go get him. Get him out of here. Go on. Go get him. Go get him. Most of them even went through the right gate. I'm just gonna follow them down the hill because their water's froze up. Need to go break the ice on their water. Jump in, fellas. Jump in. Good boys. Good boys. Good dogs. Now, time to break some ice. Doesn't take very long. Probably pretty thick too at 15 below. Hopefully they like ice water. I might bring a pitchfork down. Scoop some of that ice out later. Less likely to freeze right away. Whew. Yeah, I think the tractor's as warm as it's gonna get. Hopefully I don't blow any hydraulic lines or anything today. Doesn't take very much to break when it's this cold. Gotta air a tire up. I got a tire that's leaking air every day. And I guess we'll creep out of here and try to get going. Check out this magnetic coffee cup holder. I think it's legit. Everybody should have one of those. Big old Peregrine falcon is fighting a bald eagle out there. I haven't drove by out there to see what it is yet, but that Peregrine falcon was just laying on the edge of the field and that bald eagle was over there eating on something. Interesting. Well, I'm not sure if I'm happy or sad about it, but the river that I cross every day, I didn't fall through the ice today, which is nice on the equipment. I haven't fallen through the ice yet, I should add. I still have to cross it 3 more times. But now I'm gonna have to bring an axe down here or a chainsaw or something and bust this river up. So, because this is where they water too. So, we'll see if I cross it the next 3 times if I fall through or not. Well, it's 2:30. I'm running out of daylight. Still got about 650 head left to feed and scattered all over. Water line at the gulch froze. The heaters at the gulch are intermittently working. So I guess I'm gonna do my best to get done feeding here, run up at my house, see if that tractor will start now that it's been a while. And then chop ice in the dark probably. And then maybe have a sleepover at the gulch to make sure the water don't freeze. Not going so hot. Finally got this tractor up the dam bar started. Got the trailer about halfway down the hill. And it started gelling up. I got Dad to bring me some additive. And we put some in there. Now I'm just kind of putzing around trying to keep it running. And all these heifers are pissed. I still gotta go chop ice down at the river. I'm not a big fan of the really cold weather, as it turns out. Neither is this tractor. I started to bring the other tractor up here, but I was afraid I wouldn't make it up the hill, and I'm kind of thinking tomorrow I'm going to give her a shot. Been a pretty good day. Yeah, I think I'll just park the tractor right here and walk back to the pickup. My life. I hate today. Don't come over here. I think they want to come eat some of the cows' hay. I missed the big bull. He ran up the hill before I got over here. Little bull in there. There's like 20 or so up on this hill back here too by my cows. I don't get to see them every day. It's pretty cool. As long as they stay on that side of the fence. Pretty sweet. I wish I would have caught that big bull running off. I don't know where he went. I suppose the exact same spot these guys are going. It's a little cold this morning. The tractor started. My tractor that gelled up last night, I'm not gonna mess with it till this afternoon. Maybe even tomorrow. Well, this will be the first time in my short life that the Belle Fourche River is froze solid everywhere. Usually, we always have little pockets of water somewhere on the river, and there's not any. So I got the old trusty chainsaw out. Let's see if the old steel will start. I'm just gonna cut a hole in the ice here and then chop it up and pitchfork it out. If that doesn't start, it's gonna be a lot harder. I've got a split and maul, but it's still gonna take a long time to chip through that ice. The tractor didn't even fall through, so hopefully the chainsaw starts. Well, I've never had to cut ice on the river really before. I've cut ice before, but I've had little pockets still. So I cut this X This bar was just about not long enough. I barely got through. And then it quit. I'm not sure if it's just low on gas. It is low on gas, but I'm not sure if that's why it quit. But I might chip at this with the split and maul for a minute. See if I can get water right there. And the nice thing about the river, it doesn't take a huge hole because obviously there's so much volume. Yeah, I'm gonna dick with this for a little bit longer, but I don't want to get covered in water too bad since it's 8 o'clock in the morning and I still got a lot of stuff to do. Eyelashes are starting to freeze up. So, see how it goes. Well, I didn't get it chopped all the way through, but I did get through enough so there's water. Go jump in the tractor, air the tire up, go start feeding cows. Hopefully I can get up to my house with that tractor since the other one gelled up last night. And then I'll come circle back here later, put the chainsaw in the office so it can warm up and put some more fuel in it and hopefully come back and get that cut the rest of the way out. I think she could use a little air. Definitely not going to make her through today. The tractor's been running for 2 hours. I'm sure the hydraulics are still froze up, but should run. Well, I almost got started feeding. Kicked the PTO on and busted a shear pin. Even the turkeys are all hit out. Burr. So, oh, the cold. Holy moly. A shear pin is essentially a crude safety device on your PTO on your tractor. So your PTO comes here, and that's what makes everything spin and tear the bale up or whatnot. So there's a little bolt in there, and it just holds this the PTO coming out of the tractor to where it hooks into the piece of equipment, and that little bolt is like a safety that if something binds up or if it starts hard or whatever, it breaks that bolt instead of tearing up your PTO or your equipment or whatever. So it just goes right there. I don't know if you can see, there should be a little bolt right here that holds this piece to this piece. So I did. The old Duramax wasn't getting warm at all. I went and chopped that ice and I got back in the pickup and about froze because it was freezing in there still. So I took one of my dad's old campaign signs and zip tied it. Hopefully that warms that pickup up. It should. At least when you're going down the highway. I don't know if it's sitting there idling if it will or not, but we'll see if I got a shear bolt the right size. 3/8. 3/8 by 2 inches. Like that. We're cooking now. Woo! This is not where I intended on parking this last night. Got a little generator. Gonna run the block heater for a while. Got me a new fuel filter. I kind of thought they'd get to those bales on the wagon, but apparently not. I'm gonna throw this fuel filter on, let that generator run for a little while, and go check their water. And hopefully that's not an issue as well. New fuel filter is on. Hopefully it's sealed up. I couldn't really see. Go check on the water, I guess. Our well up here absolutely sucks, but I would recommend, if you got the willingness, so this culvert goes vertically and that's, or geothermal heat or whatever. And this tank does a pretty good job. Obviously, our well is so weak, or our pump's so weak that this is pretty well running all the time, so that helped too. But I have never had this tank freeze solid in the winter with that culvert going down into the ground like that. So our well is still barely keeping up, but it is keeping up. My father-in-law and Tate put some pipe on this, which is really handy because the cows kept getting in there and breaking the float. So whenever the water actually did catch up in that tank, instead of the float working and us having pressure at home, we would just never have pressure at home. Every time they broke that float, we would just never get pressure. The way it is now, if they go, you know, an hour without drinking, that tank fills up, the float stops, and then we get pressure at home and we can shower and stuff. So that's good. I don't know if I want to try starting that tractor yet, but I'm guessing it's barely going to turn over. I better leave that block heater on just a little longer. I might go break ice down the Campstool, then come back. Well, back in the 4450, I couldn't get the 4955 to start up at my house, so I'm trying to get up the hill with this 4450. And luckily, my buddy Calvin, that runs a blade for the county, came and bladed this hill, so I think I might actually get up it. Booyah! Promising. There we go. Got these bred heifers fed finally. And I thought I was gonna run out of daylight. I think I'm gonna plug this in right outside of my dog house. That way I can start it first thing in the morning. It's gonna be handy. Walk out of my house, start the tractor. Quite the concept. Maybe tomorrow I'll get that tractor running so it's not parked there all winter. Maybe. No luck today though. I don't know how many of you guys are familiar with trapping, but I was gonna do some trapping over Merritt's Christmas break, and so I bought some bobcat bait, which if you're familiar with is like the worst smelling stuff in the world, and I ordered it online. And it comes like wrapped in bubble wrap, inside of a Ziploc bag, inside of another Ziploc bag. And it stunk so bad even then that I brought it out here in the shop and I put it in the shop. Didn't think too much about it. And the shop started to smell funny. Can't find it anywhere. I think the dogs got into it and drug it off, and I don't know if they broke it open or what, but it's like the warmest it's been, 0 degrees, and I can't imagine how bad this shop's gonna stink when it warms up. So one of these days we're gonna have a little shop cleaning. As you can tell, it needs it. I somehow managed to demolish our shop right away after we clean it. What needs cleaned, and hopefully, maybe, find that bobcat bait because it's rank. It's not good. So buffalo have more water. There's another tank in that 4-H pen, we call it, on the other side of this arena. But this tank froze up. We had 10 goldfish in here, so that's a real bummer. But I unscrewed the float off. One of my old wrestlers, good buddy, built me this little deal for thawing out stuff like this. So I got propane, just like a weed burner. Heating up this propane bottle that has, I don't know, a quarter full of water. And then just close this valve and it'll push steam out this hose, and I'll just shove that hose down where the water comes out, and it'll just push steam down there and hopefully thaw out the ice. I've got the hose for the west lot in the calf warming box, hoping that it thaws out so I can fill their water. But worst case scenario, if I can get this one going, I can let them out of the west lot and they can come over here to get water. But we'll see. This takes a while. And I don't really have a while. I still gotta go work on the tractor up at my house, gelled up. So. Another bright side though, is Leash came from W Bar with 2 brand new front tires for the 4450. So that's very exciting because that thing has like NASCAR racing slicks on it. So he's gonna get those on, get this tank thawed out. I'm gonna go get the tractor started. I'm gonna get all this stuff accomplished today. No doubt in my mind. So you can see the pressure it builds up. I'm just pushing this hose down and it just keeps melting ice and melting ice and melting ice, and there we go. Just like that. Be about good to go. Should we just leave that here for a little bit, Deaky? So you don't accidentally step on it when it's hot? Huh? I threw a garden hose in here. I don't know if this is gonna work or not. I figured I'd give her a try before I did anything else. It's pretty warm. Oh, water. Heck yeah. Two tanks thawed out today. Look at me go. Yeah. I haven't had a day this productive all week. Sweet. Bazanga. Get that filled up, plug the heater back in. We've got one of them real fancy automatic waterers out here. Boom. You can see how good it works. I have horrible luck with those. I don't know what I do wrong with them, but I've got two at my house. They're both froze up. That one there is froze up. There used to be one over in the 4-H pen, and we took it out and put a tire tank in because it was always froze up. At least a tire tank, I can beat the ice out of it and not break everything. That's my idea anyway. And then this one, I kind of just bought in an emergency because we didn't have any water over there. So I bought this little blue tank at Runnings and then just welded up this little deal and slid it in there. It works better than that automatic water does. And then it's got a chunk of hose that's just the right length so I can pull it out of there and let the water out. Obviously I did not do that last time because in my mind I had it peaked up in the middle and then back down to the hydrant, and I thought when I unhooked it from the hydrant it would drain from there and drain from here. That's not how it worked. Booyah! Finally got something productive done today. I haven't been productive like this seriously all week. All I've done is fed cows and break ice. It's gonna be nice to have this tractor finally running. That is too big of a tractor to feed with. Too hard to start. That's what I think about that. Just gonna go to town and buy me a new 140 horse tractor. Maybe a new pickup, maybe some new snow boots, new coveralls. Let's write a check.